we go.
You haven't, no. Good stuff.
Yeah, I found it. If I don't see you put the hand up, I'm going to have my right up in front of me. I can actually put it actually on this. So I might just put it on so you can read it with me if you like, because it saves me and missing anybody that might put their finger up. So if I share it, then because I've rewritten it and I've added what they gave me one version and I've done my own. I've added a bit to it, so it's not all just them now. So it's what I understand it to be. And if you want a copy of this, you can do as well, because um, I'm not going to be keeping it from you. What is my YouTube site? I'll put that into the messenger. If you message me, I could look it up quickly. Kendall, to see what it is. I don't know if I should be able to do with it. Let's just have a quick nose. I can put it in. Oh, we'll do it on this then, shall we? I didn't mean to do it that way. But okay. I didn't mean to have that one. Let's take that one down, because that shouldn't be there. Right. I'm not sure what that was. I'm trying to get my, maybe that is the right one. I'll make that big a minute. I'm just going to put it into another box and do YouTube, because I've got the I'm going to put all my stuff onto this, because it saves my internet thingy bob, my hard drive, because I've got so many on there now. It's a bit tricky. I'll take this bit off, so don't worry. It's got to find me. I'm over in the corner here. So where's my? Oh, there's. Actually, I think this is somebody. She's in the wrong one, because you come to put the wrong thingy bob in. Right, then let's go on to that, because that is. I just want to find my site. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, my darling. I'm doing everything. I should be doing it online like this, really, but never mind. I was just trying to find my bits. That can go out. Oh, I'll have to do it afterwards. I can't find it in a minute. I'll find it afterwards. Sorry, my darlings.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, I'll find it when everyone's talking afterwards. This is going to be a little bit of hopefully it'll help everybody. It's about understanding what energy is and what the spirit connection is. We all know that well, maybe some of you that are quite new might not understand that the energy of our life force is part of our connection within feeling and sensing of the intuition, which is what we do. So this energy is within us. We have to attune the energy, don't we, by using the chakras. So tuning on the chakras, then it empowers the different clairs through the chakras. I was explaining this in my church circle just yesterday, because the students doesn't always understand that we need to spin and open the chakras to awaken the different elements and the different strengths of the clairs, because each clair has a different energy source. Like the clairvoyance is for the speaking and the hearing. It combines both, because you need to hear the words in the thought pattern, but also use your voice to become the words, don't we? So it's combining everything. And the third eye, you see the people, you see the pictures, which brings in the clairvoyance. Clairaudience is that one, isn't it? It's always for me. And the sensing is the sacral center and solar plexus blending together. But the most important one, really, all of them really, is the base chakra and bringing in the earth's energy, because the earth's energy is what really enlightens us. And there's a difference between the energies, because everything has an energy, doesn't it? But the energy life force within us is also part of the universe, which is why when I do meditations, I also bring in the aura layers, which has the universal energy at the last outer layer. So we have 7 chakras, we have the 7 layers of the aura, and the 7 aura colors are the same colors as the aura, as the chakras. So the outer layers are the same. And each time that your energy force is used, that is sustained, it also brings you a stronger connection every time that you meditate, and every time you work. You have to bring that bit more forward, and you will feel a slight change. or nothing at all. You might not feel anything. So it is quite hard, and it is quite unusual and strange sometimes. So it is tricky, isn't it? But no, I can't see everybody. No, I can't see all this. Let's go down to small ones. I've got the box in the way. Right, okay. So when you do the connections, and we can feel the link for each other. If you do the circle in a church and you connect the aura layers, you'll also feel the power of increasing, and you'll sense the person next to you in the circle. So it's understanding that the energy can build up from others that are closest to you. If you're not able to get into a church circle, then we can feel the combination changing as we all do it together in the Zoom. Because let's try that next time we do the circle. Maybe try it in a little while so we can blend the energies together, see if we can feel the energy changing. Because at the end of this chat, we can either do it all together. I might do it both ways. Put it together, or put you into Zoom rooms and then see if you can push your energy over the person, form like an energy ball, and send it to the person in the other one. Because it's when you feel the energy, you can really start to trust what you're receiving, feeling, and all of the clairs, the sensing, everything that is combined, and it will push you forward within your trust, and also what you're receiving, because you'll trust what you're hearing a little bit more. Which does sound a bit strange, but it's amazing how much it changes your nervous system and what you want to say. Because I know I used to hold stuff back. So the energy can be seen. By some people can see it. It's like when you go into the church or you go out somewhere and you can see the energy sort of people. Some people can see the aura layers, which is the energy source. But it's also, you can feel the energy of people when they're sad, can't you? When you're in that vibration and people are close to you. So it's you feel the energy of each other. So that's it can be felt by those with heightened senses of awareness. Those have been developing for a while, but some have that very strong sense of before with the intuition. So the intuition is part of that energy. So it's part of what we're feeling, which is an energy source. When you can understand the perspective and the different ways, you can understand more of your own energy, and we can find ways to protect and guide ourselves through our life. And we all do that, don't we, by our gut feeling and going through and feeling which way to go, which direction to go, when to speak and when not to speak. I learned that eventually. We do get very we feel quite like we're like the emotions. We're so much feeling about people around us, our loved ones, that we can feel our loved ones' pain. We can feel our loved ones when they're not feeling happy and sad, and they want to start to pull back from us, if you know what I mean. It's very hard to see our loved ones struggling. So it's nice when we can feel it and give them a bit of comfort before they start to feel too bad. So that's where that guidance is. It's also working. It's very subtle energies that are surrounding us, and when we do the attunement, we can feel the energy changing around us, can't we? And a lot of us can feel the changing of the energy, and to recognize when we are feeling that need to bring the energy and healing to ourselves, because we all forget to bring our own healing to ourselves. We do that so often, but the energy, the healing energy, is such a big life force and a change that can bring a lot of relief, not only for the people that you're healing, but also to us, the medium. Because I've been poorly for a long time, over 40 years, but it's only now that my pain is so much less than it's ever been. It's in more control and more healing that comes to me, that I have to share it out and just give it away because it's nice. And you can really feel and see the difference. Does anybody have a question yet so far? If you have a question, just put your virtual hand up and you'll come up on the top of the box. So I just want to make sure that I don't leave any questions unanswered. So whenever you're developing and studying the spiritual awareness. This will enhance the way in which you will work with the energy. You'll also change what you want to do, where you want to go, and what sort of mediumship that you want to develop. But it's also feeling with yourselves what you want to do and where you want to go. And when you go into a circle, it doesn't feel quite right, the energy within that circle. That's like a warning curve. So always recognize that, because sometimes this is a bad energy, not quite a nice feeling to the energy. It's best not to stay in that energy for too long, because it can affect us. It's a strange sensation, but it makes you feel like you're going down in the energy yourself, and that's when you can start to feel poorly and negative with yourself. And we don't want that. We want you to be happy in yourselves and be able to cope with life's journeys and troubles. And what we do forget is to point out to put your troubles to us, the spirit world, because we can help you and direct you and send things your direction. It's not always about that you have to try to do everything yourself without any assistance. You've got your loved ones down there on the earth plane, which can do a lot of things to help you with, especially with the encouragement and the confidence. But it's also about knowing that you can achieve these goals and giving you that strength and power to get through these hurdles. Because we give you these hurdles because it's what you need to have. But some of them are very hard to cope with. So it's knowing that we can bring some things, happy things, nice things, to make it better for that short spell of time. And then what you're feeling will become more manageable through the right word there, enlightenment, coming into mind. So it's just bringing in a little bit more of direction that we can guide you to, and bring you these things that will change and help and evolve you. Because we remember that we are energy, and we feel the changes all around us. We can feel your changes too up here in the spirit world, but we can also feel the positive energy that's coming your way. But if you use the positive energy as a negative energy, that can also destroy. That's what I was saying about going into the circles, because that's when your energy is starting to become negative, it's starting to feel downhearted and disappointing. And we don't want you to be this, because you can achieve all your goals. You can achieve everything that you want to put into mind and what you're directed at. You might be directed to that thing, that first thing, by what you want to do and your meaning of what you want to do within life. But it's also knowing that you haven't got to do it on your own. There is understanding, and there is the understanding that we are part of your power, and more guides, more people like me come forward to help you. And it's about understanding that these different guides that come in, they have a different responsibility and a different thing to give you. So we are here to help you in every way that we can. So understanding the energy, your own energy, as you are all different, is enlightening in its own way, and it brings a new meaning to each of you. And you will feel the enlightenment like a light bulb moment, and you will understand things which are truly are what you need for that present time. So your bodies contain 7 main energy levels through the groups that are your aura layers. Within the energy, which are the chakras that we attune to, that form this vortex. So now when Debbie does the meditations, the vortex is developed by that spinning sensation. But that spinning sensation incorporates the Earth's energy, the planet's vortex, that healing vibration, the volcanic energy. The center starts to revolve around you, spreading the healing from your toes, starting to release that relaxation. As it's rising up the legs, you'll feel that coldness coming in. And as it's coming up higher, you'll start to feel that pain and probably will start to ebb away. If it doesn't quite go away completely, take some longer, deeper breaths to start to take that energy down even more. But the more that you get to the base chakra, and start to enable that blending together with the spirit world and the earth's energy combined together through the development and the involvement of the vortex and the aura layers. It all comes together in a very powerful vibration at the end of this. So the 7 layers of the body, which are the chakras that we attune to form the vortex. This is the area from the base chakra to at the tail end of the spine where the base chakra is, and then all the way up to the crown chakra, which is then opened to allow the aura layers to also expand. You can do with your meditations whichever way suits you, but as long as you spin the chakras, the more that you enable that blending, the deeper and the stronger your connection. But start sitting in your own energy, and if you get time and chances to set in the energy of us, the guides, because it's about attuning the energy for different things that will also bring you a stronger, different energy source. Because each of us, each person you're connected to in the spirit world up here, where we are, there's a different source, a different power. The healing guide will be stronger than me because it wants to bring in the healing energy, but the mediumship guide wants to bring in the philosophy as well as the mediumship. But there's a higher level of the physical connection to the philosophy, which takes you through the records and the different things that we have done within our lives, as each guide has a different source of knowledge that they want to bring you. And it depends where you're going to go, who needs to hear that information, and it will change as you go into the different churches, into the different Zooms, wherever you want to work in any source of spiritual work. We say it is mediumship, but mediumship has a vast amount of different levels. So it's just about enjoying whatever you feel drawn to do, and nobody should tell you what to do or what not to do. This is your journey, your life, for you to really enjoy. So often the vortex becomes sluggish, but that is because we also believe that in our lives we have this ups and downs, turbulence, and then we have the straight and narrow, the easy access, and then we have this it's not always on an even keel. So it's about enjoying the good things that you do bring forward within your lives and enjoying them moments, making them the best that you can. But if you're in a Zoom or in a work situation and that level drops, you become sluggish. If you want to bring up that level a little bit more and make them laugh, make the audience bring in that upliftment, you can either sing like we do with the trance energies. It's about bringing the vibration upwards. But with life, if you're having any ailments and problems that are quite extreme, then you're going to find it very hard to attune to us. It's about knowing when you can, and if you need to rest, rest. It's no good coming to work for us if you're not going to be quite as well, because you're going to be becoming tireder and tireder because you'll be using some of your own energy without intention. And it's also going to start to maybe your energy down, and we don't want that. We want you to get better so you can start to work with us again. So it's just about bringing in that emotions and feel your senses and let your own energy guide you, because we can only do that by guiding you. And you need to rest when you need to rest and work when you need to work, but you will know and feel the different changes to recognize when it's best to rest and when it's best to work. So this is why you start to feel sluggish. It is the emotions which affects us and the human race. We all have seasonal hardships, and it's with time you need to take that time out, so you can replenish and restore. And that with the restoration, it also brings back the balance, because you can be off kilter if you're not too careful, and you can feel that you are not as well as you can be, but rest will enable that a little bit stronger. Something there that I just felt that I need to speak about, but it's gone again. Okay, I'll come back in a minute. Okay, it's about understand the way that you connect to the spirit world, connect to the energy of your source, whichever way you want to work. it's to bring in the spirit vibration closer to you, but and as you reach a clearer, stronger connection. But it's always using the breath, always standing and trusting, and using the collection of thoughts to talk to us about what you need and what you want us to do, because we like to be guided. We like to understand what you want us to do and what plans you want to do, so we can bring you some nice things, bring you some lovely different things that would really help you and enable you even more. Because we know that with our link, with this power of communication, it can really open new doors for you. Things will come your way that you ask for. Like if you ask for, Debbie asked for trance, and then a trance set came onto the SNUI, and but it's like that car park thing that you do when you want a car parking space when you've got to get to the hospital appointment. It's like this one does. You only do it when you really need to do it. This one's the same. So it's using your abilities to help you within this life's journey, because it's not always easy with this life. Here in the spirit world, we are moving forward. We are moving into different directions, and what we are moving forward in the next stage. We have moments when we sort of stumble and not sure, but we are always helped, like you are. We are helped here. So it's the same, but it's much more gentle. So it's always trusting.
Yes, I was going to say that it is. It's the more you trust and the more that you believe, the more it'll happen.
Yes.
The universe bringing it back to you, or bringing what you wish back to you.
It does, doesn't it? It's what we're meant to be doing. We're meant to be asking the spirit world to come forward and give us new aspects. And when you're developing and tuning in to the clairs and to yourself, I found when I was doing it that I would sit in the energy of my own spirit, and then when I practiced next, I found so much difference from what I was receiving, but it's only slight. But if you give it a few weeks, or maybe a month actually, and then look back again after that month, then you're going to see a difference even in that short space of time, because you haven't got to sitting in your energy for long. Even 5 minutes is enough. So I know everyone's busy within life. I know that I'm busy in life. It's just a matter of enjoying it and doing what you can, and you bringing in more trust. And it's also helping and enabling you to have more confidence as well, because it builds and changes us, and also makes the aura does a lot of the changes. Just this little bit here now is about the aura, so it's a little bit more that I added. I have got a bit of write up from the I'll show you these afterwards. These are what I got, but I can send these to you, but I can't get my computer to scan them, so I have to rewrite it. But it's good because they've added bits to it as well, so we all learn from our guides. They all come bring in new stuff. So that was all about energy. I don't know what happened there, but I felt something that was connecting to me, but thank you very much. Knowing and sensing the difference of energies that would enable a person to feel stronger, much more confident, and to assist in bringing in the two worlds together for the communication. And that is also what you can use within your own communication. Like the practice with the drawing. If you start drawing a photo that you have within your loved one that's around you, that will bring that person in also. I did do this when I was developing, and it helps that connection to tune into the spirit world as well as the person that you're connected to. So that's one way of doing it, and it's such a relaxing way. Even if you can't draw, the spirit world come in and they help you to draw. It's just called in that spirit artist guide that comes in when you call them in. Right, this a little bit is about the aura. It's about feeling the energy force around you. I have to read this because this was written by spirit. and people, a bit of both combination, um, which with the energy, life energy, energy of life, and life is energy, because that's what it's all about. So everything around us in this life has an energy source: the plants, the trees, the birds, everything. And it's surprising when you're attuned how different it feels. I think you've probably all noticed how different it is when you're attuned into the spirit. Um, and when you're not tuned in, the aura is not as vibrant, it's not as powerful. But people that you walk into, because I went to a church, so I wasn't working in the church then, but I walked into the church close to me that's a Deal Church, and I heard the woman say, "Wow, she's got a lovely aura, layers, a lot of lovely colours." I wasn't even tuned in. I just walked in, but I was feeling happy. I could always say I'm happy.
Lovely.
But she said, "Wow, the colours, can we pass that?" I still can't see the aura layers. I can see them when you tune in to the trees. But
I don't see layers, but I would sometimes see different colors around people, but it could be yellow on one side and it could be pink on the other.
Oh, that's good. Yes, yes. Does anybody else see colours too? Because not if anybody does. Because if you speak, then the picture will change to you. Thank you, Gina. That's lovely. It's nice to have a little bit of feedback because everyone's different, and different feedbacks helps the other students. So it's nice to speak about what you experience.
I see different aura colours. I don't see them in the chakra colours, but I'll see maybe purple, blue, pink.
Wow. That's amazing, because I never know what colours are in the aura. So to know that purple's in there, I know it's the vibration for the thought pattern, but it's nice to know that it's also in the aura layers too as we're expanding.
Yeah, it's like lilac stroke purple, and it's like a sheen that just will go around. Mainly those that have got spirit round them.
Oh, I do love that.
Lovely.
Thank you, my darling. Yes, definitely. So yes, it is an energy force that is around us, as you're both saying. So it's good to have that proof. You can see it, yes, when you're attuned and when you're not attuned, actually, because I know some of you can. And you can sense a stronger with it as well when your aura's open, and you can sense people that's needing to, maybe not quite happy things. Stronger with it. It's a light of all different colours that's around you, and you can see it around your head, and you may also sense the person's mood. If they're happy, sad, or even if they're angry, you can feel the energy source. You can feel that energy power, and you can recognise it. It was a bit darker also when they start to feel a bit poorly, because you can tell when somebody's feeling under the weather. You can think of it as an atmosphere that is around the body, as that is what it feels like. It feels like an energy base, doesn't it? You can feel that power. And we do a little few. So we can't do it in person, because we did it in person so we put our hands together, and we could feel the energy between us. It was really funny, really good. But we'll do that in a minute afterwards. But it does feel. But when you touch it, when you're in person, you can feel it. When you're really tuned, if it's squidgy and soft, then it means that your aura is relaxed. But if it's hard, it means that the person that's got the aura is protecting themselves. It's a different energy feeling. So I didn't know that, but I learned that at the weekend. But it's like, because a lot of us, especially when we're poorly and we've got aches and pains and problems, we want to keep our pain being felt by others, because we don't want to give our pain to anybody else. So we like to keep the pain separate from what we do. So I didn't know that until they tried to feel my pain. I thought, no, it's mine alone. So it's like, you can think of the atmosphere around the body, but it feels like the body has the atmosphere it's just like the planet that has an atmosphere, the different planets, and they all have an atmosphere. So if we thought of each planet having an atmosphere, that universal energy is immense, isn't it? It's like, wow. And that's what we're bringing forward when we do the meditations. The aura is our life force. It takes two forms: the cosmic form, the cosmic energy vibration that incorporates the energy of the universe. So each planet is added, and it is a very powerful source. It sustains us all through being in a structure, so we all have our own structure. We're all unique, and like some of us, like me, that hold it, we protect ourselves, protecting you, and some of you are really open and just have that lovely healing energy that you just want to help everybody, smile at everybody, like I do, but a little bit different than me because I hold back. But it's just nice to we all different, aren't we? We all have that different thing that we want.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, you can, my darling.
The planets, do they all have different kind of like energies? You know, like one would have healing, one would be protection, that sort of thing.
I believe myself, I don't know if it's right, but what I believe is it depends what the actual planet has on it. Like some of these planets, I've been watching about the universe and different planets. Some of them have very strong negative liquids, which can be flammable. It can be, if they're mixed together, it can cause a lot of problems. But it depends what the planet has and what's in, because they also, some of them also have like the aura layers around them, don't they? Like
Yes.
Saturn that has the rings.
Yeah.
It depends what each planet has, but each of these planets will have their own. What I think, what I believe myself, it might not be right, but it's what I believe. So that's how, because you've got to have your own beliefs. You've got to feel it as you feel it is. But the powers of us, I'm advanced a little bit, and when I feel it as strong energy. But it's all combined. But the energy is never ending because the planets go on and on and on. It's a massive universe out there, and with many different avenues and loopholes, which are these tunnel things. What the tunnel things are called now. But,
like the moon, if you take a picture of the moon at night,
yeah,
and you zoom in on that picture, the supermoon didn't have it, but I've got other pictures, and you've got like a purple spirit aura round it,
that's good.
Where you can see spirit in the aura of the moon.
Oh wow!
But
that's good to know.
It didn't have it in the supermoon, but it had it in another moon picture I took.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I took one with the moon, and that just like.
And I think too, if it's like moving, like the shooting star, that might be why it changes and alters, because if it's moving slightly, it might burn a lot of that out. I don't really know. I'm only going by what I was just given. But does anybody else have anything they want to add to this? Because it's nice to have a little bit of a conversation about it. Thank you, Anne.
I actually work with 12 chakras.
Yes.
We've got the 7 main ones of our body, but actually we've got one below your feet.
Yes, that's the earth chakra, yes.
Yeah, and then you pull that up. I pull that up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You've got the other.
Yeah, there's 5 here. But they go all the way
higher
up,
you go is more spirit. So it's when you're attuning, you pull up and you pull in, you pull down, you pull up, you pull everything in to attune, and then you'll feel it in the inner you, inner divine. You'll feel that, and then you relax and let it float out, because then it relaxes your aura. And when I'm healing, to show people the effect of healing, I use dowsing rods. So before the session, I'll use the dowsing rod to show them how close their aura is to their body, because the more in pain and that's quite close.
Yeah.
When you have a healing session, then you do it again, and it's wide, so they have a visual representation of how relaxed their aura has become. So,
oh, that's amazing. See, we're learning all the time by people's different experiences. This is what we got to know. Yes, we've got to learn. Thank you, Catherine.
Well,
Nice. I think it's amazing because we don't know everything, but we're going to be learning it through what Spirit can give us and what through our own practices. Because when we're learning, it's good to give what you understand and pass on your knowledge. Like I do, write it down and give it out. People that want it, because it's giving you a bit, and you can add to this sort of thing. So it's adding your bit to each one. So no, that's fantastic. Thank you. I do love it when someone might add some of that to it for you, so you've got it written down too. I never done it that way, Catherine, bringing the earth chakra up.
yeah, because when people come to you for healing, they're not sure what you're getting, because it's, when you're talking about energy. So most people have heard about the auric field, so then you can explain it that way. And I do that with my clients, and they're like, oh, and
Yes.
I use a pendulum to show them which chakras aren't spinning within themselves.
Yeah.
Because it won't move, the pendulum is stuck. So we work on that, and then they can see it. Yeah, and they're surprised. I like to see the surprise on their face. It's a visual representation of what energy is when they're working with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's good to have you here, because it's nice to have somebody else that's experienced a little bit more.
Well,
Yeah. Thank you.
Spirit will give you as knowledge at that time that they want you to know.
Yes.
And then it gets built on and built on and built on. And some stuff that you actually learned at the beginning gets sent aside because it's no longer suiting the purpose they want you to work with. So, it's a fascinating process. It can be a bit frustrating though sometimes.
Oh, it can be. We want it now. We want it straight away, but we've got to work at it and we've got to let it come, haven't we? Yeah, definitely. And a lot of what we know as we're further developing, the things that we knew and we've let go of, we just can bring it back in to teach the new ones. So it's better if we keep what we learn, hold it in a little storage box at the side of us somewhere, and then we bring it back in again when we need to. Because I just think it's amazing, because we all help each other with our own different understandings of how we have evolved, which is the right word. Yeah, definitely. This specific, I think I said it right, the specific aura that sustains each human being, we learn how to draw upon it through the development, like you said, for drawing up the energy, and bringing in a credible source of healing and mediumship. This takes time to recognize the true sensations and the knowledge, and we humans have this aura surrounding us. Humans and animals, I believe, also has the aura, because you can feel, if you watch the animals, but they're farther enough away from you, but they know that you're looking at them. When you're coming towards them, they know, and they haven't got to look back to see us, they just know. So I feel that they have that similar way of working and recognizing it. The aura recognition goes as far back as the millennia. The Christian saints are traditionally shown to have the halos around the head in the pictures. And the ancient Egyptians did the same for their gods, or the important human beings, as did the Hindus, the Buddhists, and their gods, and also back to the Roman times. These beliefs continue right up to the present day. So it's amazing how far back it goes, all these different ancestors, and all these. We watch it on the TV and we think, wow. But to see it, that it's been around such a long time. The outer layer are made from fibrous light. These layers are Well, there are about 7 layers that I know of, but it could be more. I don't really.
No, there's.
I-
I think there's more.
Yeah,
You
I feel
tend to-
there's more.
Mm,
Yeah, yes. I do 7 in my meditation, but I think now that it's more. Yes, it's funny how the feelings change. But, and these aura layers, they do affect our emotions within us, and they affect us when we have bad health. When you're in good health, it shines brighter. I like when you saw that shimmering aura layer, and that's it does shimmer. I've never seen it shimmer, but it says it on here. Yes, I love to see I love to see it. I know I will do one day. I know I'll see it one day.
It's beautiful the way it shimmers. It's really.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I think I will see it one of these days. It's just a matter that they bring it to me, but I'm meant to have it. Yeah. So it relates to our health and helps to relating to our mental health as well, the physical health, and also the emotions. Because when you love somebody deeply and strongly, you can really feel and see the bright colours, can't you? That are within the aura. And you can see the greens and the lovely yellows, beautiful colours. But when you're in a dark mode, it's probably a different colour completely. But also when you're feeling poorly and people are starting to become ill or getting close to returning, then the colour gets darker. So you can tell by people's health also by their colouring of the skin and colouring of the aura, because it's very easy to recognise it when you see the actual colour of the skin. But those of us that can see the aura layer, it can be very helpful.
Can I just say,
Yes, please.
I'm going to throw something in the mix here.
Yes, please.
You haven't just got the auric field around your body.
Okay.
You've got an auric field around every single cell, proton and neutron as well.
Oh, wow.
So when you're not in balance, when you do your meditation, if you're feeling out of sorts and you're doing meditation, you need to focus inwards on the sensations you're feeling throughout your body and work on the cells as well, because it's like a snowball effect. It just does the whole thing. So you're not just working on your outer auric field. You've got every organ has an auric field.
Oh, wow.
And everything. So it's not just the outer body. It's not out. But it's I'm just throwing that in the mix. All right.
No, that's yes, please.
Yeah.
I've attended meditations where you're invited to feel your body.
Is that the Vipassana?
Inside the body, and where you feel, say, pain, for instance, to breathe to that pain in your body and hold it for the count of 3, then release it. And after a few of them, it does ease.
Oh, wow. We'll have to try that.
Yeah. Vipassana meditation teaches you to feel the sensations from the crown down through your body. And then you get used to doing it, and you start to sweep, and then you all actually vibrate, because you're dealing with the inner energy fields, not just the outer energy. Remember, the divine's within you, so the energy fields, unblock everything. Put it that way.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's amazing. Wow, I'm glad you came, because it's going to be very helpful to me. Thank you. Wow. Oh, I'm a little bit like, it's amazing. I do love that. Thank you. I'll have to add this. I'll have to find a way of adding that to this, because everybody should know that, my darling, because it can help so many people. Wow. Thank you, my lovelies. Both of you. Because I never thought of doing that and bringing the energy to the part that's hurting. So I'll have to try that. Yeah. Thank you. Is that how you do it, Catherine? Do you do it the same way? Bring
I
it
do
to
the same way. I've done a Vipassana 10-day silent retreat, and that's what we're taught to do.
Ah.
And at first you're just concentrating on your breath and this area, and for 4 days, and then you do feel sensation. Then they start to teach you doing your every part of your body and your organs and your spine, because it's clearing the spine that causes the energy to flow more as well. So yeah, it was a hard course though.
It sounds very intense. My one was intense.
Yeah, 10.5 hours a day of meditation, getting up at 4:45 in the morning and starting at 4:30.
Wow. Wow.
And not finishing till 9:30.
Wow. Cool. So that would be very intense. My friend went to some of those. My friend Pat Plummer goes to these silent retreats. She loves them. I can understand why now. Yeah, definitely. Wow. I think I'll find out how long to talk. But I would. I'd be good. Yes, definitely. These form as coloured layers. Most seen should be in there are the first or the first three like closest to the body that seem to show a lot more. But I know probably a lot of you do see more than just the 3 layers, because I know that's I feel that it depends how far advanced you are also, where you're changing and bringing in different things. The aura reflects what is happening to us, and it's like when I was teaching this for the newbies, we were like putting an egg-shaped aura around you for protection. But this is a different way. It's like an egg around us, and it's that form, the energy around us that we have, and it's like a hazy feeling around us. It shimmers with the light and the energy, and it makes a beautiful colourful, beautiful shimmer to all those that can see the aura layers. I know I will see them, but bring it on, please. I keep asking. I get it when it's the right time. Yes, definitely. The auric field surrounding the whole body, a colourful sight to many people. For some, it's like a heat haze of healing, of warm energy, and it feels like heat. The colour may be different for each person, between going into the psychic power or in the normal human essence, not working, but it will still show your emotions and change, which we all do through life. We may not see the aura, but it's there, and we can form this energy power into an energy ball, which we're going to do now, which will be through the audience. I'll show you. We did it through the audience. We did it through like a hallway and send it down the person down to the bottom of the hall. But we can throw it out into the hall, like if we're working doing the mediumship. It mustn't really happen to me, because I can do that now. I was very soft spoken when I did my first church, but now I can send my voice out to the back. But it's a way of helping those that are softly spoken to be able to enable that voice box to being louder, so you can reach the people that can't hear at the back. That's another thing that I'll be called in a minute about the hearing. To bring out the voice so they can be heard at the back, and to see if the person standing down the corridor at the end of the room or the hall, and to see if they can feel an energy ball that we will push across. We're going to try it in a little while. I'll put you in some Zoom circles, or you can just try sending it. But I think it'd be better to put you into little Zooms, and you better just concentrate on the one person. How to feel the energy ball, and not hit them hard, but they will feel the energy come in, and they feel it going past their legs, because it's like the coolness. This will help you to raise your voice, and the volume, and also the confidence will also build, they told me, and it has done for me. So that's what I learned when I was, I've got to turn this off for a minute.